so on are much more expensive than the
That's
infrastructure.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that comes back to what I started the session with. It's actually great performance and reliability usually means less consumption.
Mm.
So, and I think that is the truth. But if we kind of move on from that stage, what I'd really be interested to find out about where you're looking to adopt or use GenAI, what drove that? Um,
So, so when you're thinking about what business software is today, especially making accounting or making payroll and so on, it's so when we created the solutions almost 50 years ago, uh, the software was there mainly for data entry, data control, and then a little bit of processing, but quite simple calculations. So accounting is based on mainly on additions, some multiplication sometimes, but not logarithm, definitely not. Uh,
yeah.
and so so we created product considering the user as a contributor of the product. So because without the user, we had no data or no checked data, and so we were not able to run the accounting or whatever business function of the company. Then came automation, either through rules engine and then through machine learning based engines. And in fact, rather for data entry, for data control, we we felt that less and less we were asking the user something.
Right.
With a big problem when you're selling software, because if you sell a software based on the number of seats and you don't need a user, it happens sometimes that you have a problem of how you monetize it.
Yeah.
And so we worked on a lot of that. And in fact, it's a great value to process everything for a company with no need of a user, but you need to exhibit a value of your software to the user. And in fact, transform your vision of the user no more as a contributor, but as a consumer of your product. So he's not there because you need him. He's there because he needs your product to know some insight about what he is doing, what decisions he has to make, what is the context of the topic he has to address in his business life. And so we have worked on that.
Right.
And there is a big difference between data entry and control and this type of consumption.
Mm,
The big difference is that you don't know what the user will expect. On the other way, you typically know what you expect from the user.
that's
So
right.
it's quite simple to code it. On the other way, you don't know what the user will ask, use, need. Uh, and so you need to find some sort of user experience which is less formatted, much more opening, much more possibilities for him.
Hmm.
And of course, when this astonishing tool that were creating conversation with you appeared, so the chat, as you know, arrived on the market, we said, yeah, this is the starting point of a new experience you can create if you can connect that to the type of insights you will find in our product. Because
Yeah.
you can use the natural language to ask for information, and then you can branch your information source on this LLM, and then they will find a way to give an answer. Then you have a lot of things to do after, because check this is the right answer, check that the data set that you are using is just for the context and the company that needs it. So keep the confidentiality data protection concern in mind. And so we worked on that. And so we were quite early in the use of GenAI to first reinvent the type of experience we provide to our users in the very, I would say, classical product we are running, so which are still running the finance and the HR of a company.
Right. But like when you're talking about users who are inputting, and now we're talking about users who are looking at output. Is the GenAI functionality, that's still an input in the sense I'm asking it a question and you're getting a response? Is it? It's still like a sort of input, isn't it?